power. But as we continue in the study, we are going to be dwelling on one aspect of the meaning of virtue today. Our Bible passage is taken from the book of 2 Peter, chapter number 1, verse 3 to 7. 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 3 to 7. Somebody can help us to read. A fast reader. 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 2 to 3. Thank you, ma. God bless you. The Bible passage has explained at least a lot of things we are going to be discussing this morning. But then we are going to jump over that because most of the things that are written there will be discussing it in the course of our study. Let's look at our memory verse. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. He said, according as his divine power has given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness, through the knowledge of him that has called us to glory and virtue. I take again. He said, according to his divine power. Unto us all things, he has given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness. He said, that version I think is different from here. He said, through the knowledge of him that has called us to God and, to godliness and what? To glory and virtue. Yeah. According to divine power, he has given us all things that pertain unto life and godliness through the knowledge of him that called us unto glory and virtue. God has called us unto two things that are mentioned in this place. What are they? Glory and what? And virtue. He has called us unto glory and virtue. And when you look at our Bible passage, by the time you look at verse 4 of it, the benefit and the promise that follow that glory and virtue that God has called us unto were made mention there. He said, whereby had given us unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by this ye might be partaker of divine nation. If there is anything that is good, if there is anything that is the best for a Christian, is to be a partaker of divine nature. Because when glory, and he has called us unto virtue. Now, the introduction. It said there are two root words in Greek translated virtue. In other words, in Greeks, there are two words that one can use to explain the word virtue. The first one is That is what we are going to center our teaching this morning on. It's a moral excellence or goodness. When you see a corrupt man, the mind and the heart of such an individual is what? Is corrupt from within. There is nothing you are going to do that you will never force a thought of it from your within. Therefore, who